I'm 32M, learning a hard lesson. Trust is a fragile thing. My girlfriend of 4 years, Qley, 29F, and I were living a comfortable life in my condo. Then, a few weeks ago, she announced she was going on a week-long beach trip with Liam, her best friend from college. The rest of their supposed group had bailed, leaving them to go alone. My gut instinct screamed no. When I voiced my concern, her response was immediate and sharp. It's just a friendly beach trip. Stop being so controlling. That word, controlling, is a conversation ender. Any further protest would just prove her right. So I backed down. You're right. Have fun, I said, forcing a smile. But as she happily booked her flight, one thought took over. I refused to be a fool. I needed to know the truth. That night, I found a freelance photographer in that resort town who also did PI work. The price was steep, $1, $500 for 3 days of surveillance, but I saw it as an investment in my own sanity. I sent him their photos and the rental details with a simple instruction. Document their interactions. Be discreet. I felt a strange calm. Whatever the truth was, I was about to own it. Update 1. The first few days of her trip were filled with a trickle of hollow texts about the weather and the food. Meanwhile, I was waiting for an email. It arrived on day 3 with the subject line, surveillance photos. My hands were steady as I opened the secure link. The first few photos were plausible enough. Laughing on the beach, sharing a meal. Then I opened the folder labeled Beach Walk Day 2. My breath caught. They were walking along the surf, holding hands, fingers interlaced. The final folder was titled Sunset. There it was in high resolution. A series of photos of them kissing. It wasn't a friendly peck. It was a deep, passionate kiss as the sun set behind them. The hurt was there, but it was overshadowed by an ice-cold clarity. This wasn't a mistake. It was a planned deception. I didn't get angry. I got busy. I spent the next few days going through my records, printing out the receipts for the condo's major furnishings, the TV, the couch, the sound system. Everything we had picked out together that I had paid for. I replied to her texts with one-word answers. I let her enjoy her trip. She had no idea she was vacationing on borrowed time. Update 2. She returned on Sunday evening, tanned and carrying a cheap souvenir for me. She tried to hug me, but I stood still. You seem quiet, she said, feigning concern. I let her unpack. Once her suitcase was empty, I said, we need to talk about your trip. I connected my laptop to the 70-inch TV she loved so much and started a slideshow. I didn't speak. I just let the photos play. The hand-holding, the intimate glances, and finally, the sunset kiss filling the screen. The color drained from her face. Leo, what is this? She whispered. This is your friendly trip, I said calmly. The tears came right on cue. It's not what it looks like. It just happened, I swear. It meant nothing. Nothing? I repeated. You lied, called me controlling to get your way, and went on a romantic getaway. Which part was nothing, Qley? The hand-holding or the kissing? It was a stupid mistake. I love you, she sobbed. It was a choice, I countered. And now I'm making mine. It's over. I want you out. The tears stopped instantly, replaced by entitlement. What? You can't just kick me out. This is my home. I have nowhere to go. You have until tomorrow to pack your personal belongings, I said. And to be clear, that means things you paid for. Her sister, Maya, came with her the next day. I watched as Qley tried to unplug the sound system. I'm taking this, she muttered. I pulled a folded paper from my pocket. Actually, you're not. Here's the receipt. It was paid for on my credit card, along with the TV and the couch. Those are staying. Maya started yelling about how petty I was, but I just stood there, silent, holding the proof. They left with a few boxes of clothes and a stream of insults. An hour later, I had the locks changed. I thought that would be the end of it. I was wrong. Final update. It's been 2 months. The peace of my condo is absolute. A week after she moved out, Qley launched a smear campaign. Her side hustle is a wellness and lifestyle Instagram page built on a brand of authenticity and mindful relationships. She started posting vague, tearful stories about surviving betrayal from a toxic partner, conveniently omitting any details. Her followers ate it up, and her sympathy numbers soared. She was using a public platform to paint me as the villain. So I decided to use the same platform to provide the truth. I created an anonymous email address. I drafted a short, factual message and attached the 5 clearest photos from the photographer. Body, to whom it may concern. Local influencer Qley, her last name, preaches mindful relationships to her followers. Here is how she acted on a recent friendly trip with a man who was not her boyfriend. Her followers who value authenticity may find this interesting. I sent it to 3 local gossip blogs. Then I shut my laptop. The story exploded in less than 48 hours. The headline that went viral was, "Influencer's mindful beach trip gets a little too friendly." They posted the photos right next to screenshots of her posts about honesty. The hypocrisy was blatant and brutal. Her comment section turned into a dumpster fire. A brand she had a deal with publicly dropped her. Her career was incinerated by the same audience she had tried to manipulate. The calls from her family came quickly. I was a monster. I had ruined her life. I didn't ruin anything, I told her mother before hanging up. I just showed people the truth she was trying to hide. Her choices had consequences. I blocked all of them. I heard that Liam vanished the moment the story broke. Qley, after deleting her social media in shame, is now living with her parents and working in retail. She didn't just lose a boyfriend. She lost the comfortable life she took for granted and the fake career she built on lies. My revenge wasn't loud or angry. It was quiet, logical, and final. She used a public image to lie, and I used the truth to take that image away. It cost me emotionally, and it cost me $1,500. But the peace I have now, that's priceless.